the design, it's, there is an element, there's a little bit of method to the madness there to say, how do we make sure that we get, fair and, and balanced representation from multiple groups, multiple demographic groups, et cetera, to make sure that we are able to then sort of expand from there as we sort of take that up a few notches when we, let's say, expand a product line, or it could be, something like collectives, where we have more and more people sort of engage with us on a certain topic. So it's a very deliberate process. We need to make sure that there is a good balance of representation there. I'm a big believer in having a rhythm in the business. And, one of the things that having an operating cadence is very important. So like I said, our community or public platform is the core product of the company, right? Along with our two other paid products, our Teams business, as well as our advertising business. So we have a very specific cadence in the company where we meet, every week on certain topics that are a lot more sort of, commercial in nature, et cetera, which is a little more, it's more real time. And then every month we do a strategic review of all our major product lines. And we do this with our Chief Product Technology Officer, Teresa, and then a whole bunch of other folks there. All the product directors are part of this, along with anybody on the marketing organization or the commercial organization and so on, the revenue organization. And that's a cross-functional learning opportunity and sharing opportunity to say, here's what we saw in the community. That's one of the sessions we do every month. And we have one coming up next week, in fact, for this topic, where we say, okay, over the past month, what did we see in terms of the core health metrics of the community? And so we track very much things like, community satisfaction. We talk about things like how many people signed up, how many people experienced a positive outcome, how are questions and answers trending, how many unanswered questions do we have? And so it basically surfaces some of the, and also across all the various websites. We have about 175 websites, right? And we have pretty much every region. So we look at, Stack Overflow, all the Stack exchanges. We look at the US versus every international country. And we look at that cross-functionally to say, okay, where do we have leading indicators of health? Where do we have leading indicators of the opposite? And how do we go about addressing them very, very systematically? So it's very much built into the cadence of the company, because that is the foundational product.